Hi everyone, welcome to my home studio. I'm Kelly. Thanks for joining me for your movement today for yoga. So Yoga Fit today, we're gonna do a dynamic class, a dynamic sequence called a Mandala Flow. So we'll go around the mat the entire way. It'll be a full mandala, and we'll do poses like half moon and three-limb dog. So grab a block, you do need a block, and we'll get started. Let's warm up. Standing, come to your mat, standing, and sink your hips back and squat and reach your arms forward. And then stand up. Press your feet down, stand, reach, and stand. Squat, reaching the arms forward. Do that again, one more time. Now step back, reach your arms, bring the arm behind, one arm, and then reach forward, step together. So you're stepping back into a crescent lunge, and then reaching one arm back, twisting forward. Do that again. Reach, arm back, reach forward, step together. Reach your arms, arm to the side. One more time, on both sides, reach, forward, other side, reach. Now, reach up and over, make a big circle with the arms, reach over, step to the side, and touch your ankle. Reach over, touch the other side. Reach your arms, and then reach to the side and touch. Reach up. One more time on each side. Reach up and over, and then touch. Warm up the shoulders, and warm up the legs. And now let's take a knee. 1 foot forward, one knee down. Shift forward, put your hand on the floor. Spread your fingers, reach up, rotate under. 3 times. 2, 1. And now hamstring stretch. Press your heel down, point your toes up, flatten your back. And now lift up, change sides. Opposite foot forward, shift your hips forward, hand on the floor. Reach up, rotate. Reach up, and then rotate. One more time. And hamstring stretch. Press your heel down. Bring the knee on the floor. Cat, cow. Cat, and then cow. Cat, and cow. Exhale, cat. Press the floor away. Inhale, cow. One more time. Cat, and then cow. Come all the way down to your mat. Place your right forearm on the mat, your forehead on the forearm. Reach the left arm to the left side. Now lift your left leg and lift the right arm, assisting lifting your head. 3 more times. 2, one more. Now change sides. Opposite forearm on the floor. Put your forehead on your hand. Right arm to the side. Lift the right leg, left arm, assisting the head. Do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Place your hands on the floor, tuck your toes, push off of the mat into plank to downward facing dog. Plank, downward facing dog. Look behind. Plank, downward facing dog. One more time, plank, and downward facing dog. And step forward to your hands. Lift all the way up. And let's swing the arms side to side, warming up the spine, the shoulders, the hips. Press your feet down into the floor. 2 more. And then here's the hip opener. Up and over. Internal rotation at the hip joint, external rotation. Up and over, just like that. One more time, bring it over and then back. Change sides, up and over, lift it up, bring it over. 2 more times. Stand solid. One more time. Nicely done. Excellent. All right, so let's come to the top of your mat, up to the front. Inhale and reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over. Lengthen and look forward. Exhale, fold. Do that one more time. Inhale and reach. Exhale, fold over. Hands go down the center line of the body. Inhale, lengthen, press your feet down. This time, plant your hands and step back to plank. Lower all the way down to your mat on your belly. Cobra pose. Press your feet down into the floor. Elbows draw into your body. Look forward, lift up. Do that 3 times. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into the floor. 2. One more time. Press the feet down. 1. Excellent. Now take this to child's pose. So push into the mat, lift up, child's pose, tap the floor with your forehead, lift up into downward facing dog. Press the floor down with your hands, reach the hips up and back. So your back is straight, your legs are straight. Unless you have tight hamstrings, you can slightly bend them. Then bring your feet closer together so you're stabilized. Lift your right leg up. Stretch that leg out. Lower. Change the other side to the other side. So walking your dog. Alternate lifting your legs right and then left. Now lift the right leg and hold. Bend your knee. Keep your hips where they are up high and start shifting forward. Don't lower your hips. Look at your thumb and step your right foot forward, wherever it lands. Inhale, reach your arms up. Crescent pose, get your balance. And then exhale, lower all the way down, knee to the floor. Hamstring stretch. Flex your foot in the front, right here. Put your foot flat. Place your hands on the mat. Push the mat away or the floor away. Lift the right leg up, 3-limb dog. This time, twist by turning your toes out and then bend your knee. So twisting, 3-limb dog. Press the floor away. Reach the legs straight again. So 3-limb dog, square the hips. Bend your knee, bring the leg in. Keep your hips high. Shift forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. Then step your right foot forward. Nicely done. Now turn to the long edge of the mat. Right there. Go to the other side. Right there. Bring it back to the front. Right there. Now grab your block while we're here. So take your block, bring it over to one side, and then the other. And now stay at the other end of the mat. Place your block over there and turn. Place your hand on the floor and just lift up your leg. So we're practicing balancing. Right hand to your hip, right leg up, turn your right toes out, reach the right arm up. Good. Now look down, turn your toes down again, right hand to the floor, move your block out of the way, set your foot down, and extend that left leg back straight. Lower down to the mat. Baby cobra pose. Hands on the floor, draw your elbows in, lift your chest up away from the floor 3 times. Press the top of the feet into the floor. 2. Do it one more time. And this time, come into child's pose. Separate your knees, tap the forehead, come into downward facing dog. Reach your heels to the floor, lift the hips up, press the hips back.
Press the floor away. Bring your feet closer together. Walk your dog. Right leg up and lower. Left leg up and then lower. Do it 2 more times, right and left. Right and left. Lift the right leg. Bring your knee in. Shift forward. Step your right foot forward. Again, inhale, crescent pose. Get your balance along the way. Reach up. Exhale, set your knee on the floor. And then shift your hips back, hamstring stretch. So lift your heart. Set your foot down flat, hands on the floor. Lift up the right leg, 3-limb dog again. Then this time, turn your toes out and then bend your knee. Opening up the hip right there, press the floor away. Extend the leg straight. And again, bring that knee in. Keep the hips high, step your right foot forward. Lift up, go to the long edge of the mat. So you're going to turn, grab the block, bring it along with you. So go to one side and then back to the original side to the front. Now hold and turn, place the block on the floor, slide your foot. This side, or this time, we're gonna do a revolved half moon. So place the block under your right hand. Lift up the right leg. Extend the left arm up. Press the hand down, looking out to the side if you can. Now bring the hand down, set your foot down on the floor, hand on the floor, move the block over, place the hands, plank, lower down, cobra. Look forward 3 times, press the top of the feet into the floor, 2, 1 more, and go into child's pose. Tap the forehead. Lift up, downward facing dog. Breathe, press the floor away. Let's go the opposite direction all the way around the mat in this Mandala Flow. And then we'll repeat again on each side. Lift up your left leg, right leg. So walking your dog 4 times. Press the floor away. 1 more time on the right. And then stay on the left side. Left leg up. Bend your knee, bring the leg in and shift forward at the same time. Step your left foot forward. Reach up, crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, set your knee down and then hamstring stretch. Flex your foot right there. Put your foot flat, hands on the floor, press the floor away, downward facing dog. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Twist. Extend the leg straight, face the mat, bring the knee in, shift forward, step your left foot forward again, and then grab your block, turn to the long edge of the mat, and skandasana to the back and to the front, to the back and to the front. 1 more time. Place your block and turn half moon. Right hand on the block. Lift the left leg. Reach the left arm up as you turn the left toes out. Nice. Now look down at the mat. Turn your toes down. Set your foot on the floor. You can move the block out of the way. Position the hands. Press the floor away. Step that right leg back. Lower down all the way. Cobra pose. Press the feet into the floor. 3 times. Look forward. Lower. 2. And then lower. Move your shoulders down away from your ears. 1 more. And lower. Tuck your toes. Child's pose. Tap your forehead. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Left, lower, right, then lower, left, lower, and then right. Left leg up. Bring that leg in. Step your left foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to the floor, hamstring stretch.
Put your foot flat, shift forward, hands on the floor, three-limb dog. This time, you're gonna turn your toes out and then bend your knee, reach the ball of your foot over to the other side in a twist. Extend the leg straight. Bring that knee in all the way. Set your foot on the floor. Grab your block. Go to the long edge of the mat. Skandasana, side to side. And then keep it toward to the front. Turn, revolved half moon. So the block under the left hand. And then you're going to lift the left leg right here. Reach the right arm up. Revolved half moon. Breathe. Abs in. Nicely done. Now set your foot down. Hands on the floor. Move the block. Plank. Lower down. All the way. Baby cobra. Press the toes down. Lift up. 3. Pull the belly away from the floor. 2. Elbows in. And then 1 more. Lift up. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, push off the mat, downward facing dog, and breathe. Walk your feet to the center of the mat. Hands to the thighs, stand all the way up. Inhale, reach. So your feet all the way to the edges of the mat. Turn your toes out so your feet are turned at an angle. Now, bend your knees the direction of your toes, so out. Don't collapse into the arches of your feet. Press both feet down. Malasana. Breathe. Thumbs to the breastbone or to the heart. Place the hands in front of your feet, a little bit farther away. Place the block as a focal point in front. Bring your heels close together. And then sit on your heels, and maybe you stay here in Malasana with your heels up and thumbs towards the heart. Or let's practice crow. Hands on the floor. Lift up your hips. Get your knees behind your triceps. And then press the back of the arms into the shins, the knees. Place your hands on the floor where they land. Look forward. Lift those heels up. Lean in. Weight into the hands. Press your fingertips down and lift your toes up off the mat. Set your feet down. And then hands behind your hips. Sit down on the mat and lower down all the way. Right ankle on left knee. Bring the legs in, reach through. Grab your hamstring, pull the leg in. Breathe. Press the right knee away and then rotate your left foot both directions. Your chin should be neutral. Now set your left foot down on the floor, arms out like a T. Tip the knees over to the right side. Look to the left. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your knees all the way up and change sides. So opposite ankle on the right knee. Bring the legs in, reach around, grab the hamstring, pull the legs in. Press your left knee away with your elbow, and then rotate your right foot. Rotate the opposite direction. And then let it go. Set your right foot on the floor, arms out like a T, knees over to the left. Look over to the right, and breathe. So you're using leverage with the ankle pulling that opposite knee down towards the floor, increasing the stretch. Kind of like a bind, but you're using your ankle. Inhale, lift up. And then bring your knees into your chest, happy baby. Feet up, reach on the inside of your legs and around and grab your big toes or the outside edges of your feet. Super nice stretch for the lower back.
Press your knees towards, or bring the knees towards the outside of the shoulders. Pull it down and breathe. Rock a few times, side to side. Lower back on the floor. One more time. And then bring your legs together, gather your legs, and roll all the way up. Come onto your hands and your feet. Forward fold. Grab your block and place the block right in front of your feet. Push the hands into the block and look through your legs. Move the block over to the outside of the right foot. Press your hands into the block. Right there. Feel the side stretch, the lower back. And then center in front of the feet. And then to the other side. Press the hands into the block. And then center. Leave the block right there. Inhale and stand up tall. And then exhale. Round number 2. Stay with me. Inhale and reach up. We'll add on a little bit as we go through this round. Exhale, fold over. So we rehearsed. Now, time for action. Inhale, lift. Pay attention to your form and your movement. Being very, very smooth and controlled. Step back plank. Lower down to the mat. Cobra pose, just one time, but press the top of your feet into the floor. Elbows in, look forward, exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, push into the mat, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet close together. Lift your right leg up, just the right leg. No walking the dog this time. Lift the leg. Now bring your knee in, shift forward, step your right foot forward, crescent pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, tap your knee to the floor very slowly, and then do a hamstring stretch. Flex your foot, put your foot flat, hands on the floor, 3-limb dog, right leg up. This time, exhale, set your shin and knee on the floor underneath you like that, right? So not stepping forward this time, but placing the shin and the knee on the floor. And then turn to the long edge of the mat, reach the arm over the ear, coming to gate pose. So lift up on the fingertips and then all the way up, arms to the sides, and then reach your hand to the outside of the leg over here, reach the arm up and over, stretch the side body. Inhale, reach up, and now do this. So it's kind of like going into child's pose, but you're going to keep your leg to the side. It's a nice stretch for the inner thigh muscle. So bring your hands on the mat, walk your hands forward, and shift your hips back. So my hips are going, my glutes going towards my heel back there. Shifting the hips back and reaching the arms. Take one more breath. Now lift up your chest, walk the hands to the front of the mat again, 3-limb dog, right leg up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift your body forward, keep the hips high, step your right foot forward, grab your block, and turn to the long edge of the mat. Go to the back of the mat, hold, and turn. Here's half moon. So you're gonna place the block, left hand under the block, lift up the right leg, turn your right toes out, hand to your hip, then try to reach your arm up, stretch, and then maybe grab your foot. Can you catch your foot? Just try. Breathe. If you fall out, it's okay. And then let it go, reach the arm, extend the leg. Now set your foot on the floor, hand on the floor, move the block over, right there, press the floor away, lower down all the way. Cobra pose. One time. Exhale. Child's pose. Tap your forehead. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Same side. Bring that knee in. Shift forward, step your right foot forward. Inhale, crescent pose. On this side, we're going to add a twist. So hands to your heart, hinge forward, then turn your shoulders and your rib cage right there, elbow right there on the top. So knee over ankle right there.
Heel up in the back. Beautiful. Maybe you can open up your arms, touch the fingertips, reach the arm, other arm up. There's your bind. Then bring your hands together. Untwist. Inhale and reach. Grab your block and lunge to the front and turn. And here's your revolved half moon. So the block goes under the right hand. Lift up the right leg. Revolved half moon, left arm up. Press the floor away or press the block down. Nice. Now set your foot on the floor. Hand on the floor. Move the block. You are finished with your full circle mandala. Shift. Lower down. Cobra. Press the feet into the floor. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Child's pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe. And let's go the other way. So your feet close together. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Shift forward. Step your left foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, set your knee down. Do a hamstring stretch. Flex. Put your foot flat. Hands on the floor. 3-limb dog. Exhale, set your shin underneath you, right there. And then turn to the long edge of the mat, and then reach up over the ear with that arm. Coming to gate pose. So come to the fingertips and lift up, and then reach up and over, hand right here, reach the arm over the ear. Nice. Arms like this, place the hands on the floor, and so keep your foot flat like that, right? And then tuck your toes right there. Then you'll walk your hands forward and reach your glutes back. So stretching that leg on the side, the inner thigh. Take another breath, and then lift back up. Walk your hands to the front. Push the floor away. 3-limb dog. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. There's your twist. Extend the legs straight, face the mat. Look forward, shift forward, step your left forward, grab the block, long edge of the mat, turn it, go to the back of the mat, and then go ahead and turn, and here's half moon. Right hand under the block, left leg up, lift up. Reach that arm, turn your toes out. Maybe you can grab your foot. Maybe. Try. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Let it go. Set your foot on the floor. Move the block. Hands on the floor. Leg goes back. Lower down. All the way. Tops of the feet. Cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Child's pose. Tap your forehead. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift your left leg up. Nice. Bring your knee in, shift forward, step that left foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Hinge your chest forward, and then turn, rotate. Elbow to the outside of the leg. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Untwist. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Grab the block. Skandasana to the front. And turn. And here's your revolved half moon. So left hand under block. Lift the left leg. Reach the right arm up. Revolved. Nicely done. Set your foot on the floor, hand on the floor. Move the block. Plank, all the way down. Cobra pose. Press your feet down. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Child's pose. Tap the forehead. Downward dog. Look in the middle of the mat. Step or hop to the center of the mat. Malasana. Sink your hips back. and down. Breathe. Hands right here at the heart center. Press your feet down. Stay right here or move your feet closer together. Practicing crow pose. Heels together and place your block for focus. So you'll actually look farther than the block whenever you try to come up. Place your hands on the floor. Your heels are together. Lift your hips up. Get your knees behind the triceps or right underneath the armpits. Press your hands into the floor. Look forward. Believe in yourself. Shift forward, shift forward. Press your fingertips into the floor and lift your feet up. And then set your feet down. Nicely done. Block out of the way. Sink back on the mat. Lower down all the way. Reach your legs up straight. Cross the right leg over the left. So like you're scissoring or crossing the legs. So right leg crossed over the left, then bend your knees and hold your shins like this. So Gomukhasana or cow face with on your back, just the legs. So grab your feet or just hold the shins right there. Try to keep your head on the floor. So your feet are opposite each other, parallel, and then pull the heels down towards the floor. You'll feel that stretch on the outside of the hip. Don't let your feet sickle. Flat feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax the shoulders and the hips. Then let your feet go. Change the crossing. Bend your knees. Hold the shins like this and flex your feet. Or grab your feet. One knee over the other. Hold the edges of your feet. Pull the heels down towards the floor. Lower back on the mat right there. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Now let your feet go. Bring your knees into your chest. Happy baby. Reach for the edges of the feet right there and rock from side to side. And then hold right here. Grab your knees and roll up. Come to a seated position. And let's do cow face pose in a seated position on the mat. So sit, crossing your legs, and extend the right leg out first, and then bring the left leg over the right. So this is your half Gomukhasana. So you can stay here if this is more comfortable for your knees, right? And then walk your hands in. Test that out. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax the shoulders and elbows point in. Or heel to glute right here. And then move your feet parallelly to each other on the sides right here. So one knee over the other knee. You'll feel this on the outside of your hips. Pick yourself up and set yourself down evenly if you need to. And then lean forward. Elbows are out and try to touch the chin over the knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Now, arms reach up. Right arm goes up. Left arm goes down. And then reach for your fingertips or grab your shirt. Now level up your shoulders. Point your right elbow up, left elbow down, and then hinge forward. And can you bring your chin over your knee? 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Watch your arms. So lift up, then reach to the sides. Turn your palms forward first. Good. Now lean back. Place your hands on the floor, feet on the floor. Tip your knees side to side. Let them go. Relax. Opposite side. So left leg out, right leg over. So now right leg is on top, or full Gomukhasana with feet opposite each other. Sit up tall right there. So first, just try, point your elbows out, and then touch your chin over your knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up. Now try, so left arm up, right arm under. Grab your fingertips or this shirt, and then lean in. Maybe you can bring your chin over your knee. Breathe in. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Relax. Bring the arms out. Turn the palms forward right there. Yes. Hands down, lean back. And extend the leg to the side. Put your foot on the inner thigh right here. And we're going to just turn towards the leg. So this knee's to the side and foot's on the inner thigh. Walk your hands along the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, lift up. And then exhale, lower a little bit further. Inhale. And press your calf down and flex your foot. And exhale, and maybe you can bring your nose to your knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift up. And let's change sides. So lean back and just extend this leg out straight. Inner thigh stretch and hamstring stretch. So foot to the inner thigh right here, this knee to the side, and your body facing this direction. Walk your hands along the leg. Pressure your calf down. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, and maybe you can touch your nose to your knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. And then feet on the floor, tip your knees side to side a few times. Cross your legs and come to a seated position. Bring your palms together so we can close class. Edge of the thumbs to the brow in gratitude. Edge of the thumbs to the heart in thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me for your practice today. I hope you enjoyed that practice, and I will see you again next class. Thanks.